Did you know that millions of Americans qualify for government-backed loan programs but never apply because they don't even know these programs exist? And here's the shocking part. Some of these programs offer lower interest rates, easier approvals, smaller down payments, debt relief, and financial assistance that traditional banks usually don't provide. In fact, certain government-backed loan programs are specifically designed for people with bad credit, low-income families, first-time homebuyers, small business owners, students, veterans, and even people struggling with debt. But most Americans only hear about regular bank loans. That's exactly why in today's video, I'm going to reveal some of the top government loan programs in the USA that many people still don't know about in 2026. Some of these programs could literally save you thousands of dollars. And trust me, number one on this list surprises almost everyone. So watch until the end, because missing this information could cost you a huge financial opportunity. Let's begin. Before we jump into the list, let's quickly understand why these programs even exist. The US government knows that traditional banks often reject people who have lower credit scores, limited income, little savings, or non-traditional financial backgrounds. So instead of lending directly in many cases, government agencies often back loans. This reduces risk for lenders and helps more Americans qualify. That's why government-backed programs often have lower credit requirements, smaller down payments, flexible terms, and lower interest rates. And during economic uncertainty, these programs become even more important. Now let's look at the top programs most Americans still don't fully understand. Let's start with one of the most powerful loan programs in America, the FHA loan. FHA stands for Federal Housing Administration. This program was designed mainly for people who struggle to qualify for traditional home loans. And honestly, this program has helped millions of Americans become homeowners. One reason FHA loans are so popular is the low down payment requirement. In many cases, borrowers can qualify with as little as 3.5% down. That's dramatically lower than many conventional mortgages. Another huge advantage is flexible credit requirements. Many people think they need perfect credit to buy a home. That's simply not true. FHA-backed loans are often more forgiving for borrowers with lower credit scores. This makes FHA loans extremely attractive for first-time homebuyers, younger Americans, and families with limited savings. But there's something many people don't realize. You still need stable income and the ability to repay. Government-backed does not mean automatic approval. Still, FHA loans remain one of the best hidden opportunities for Americans trying to enter the housing market. Now, let's talk about one of the strongest loan benefits available in the United States: VA loans. These loans are backed by the Department of Veterans Affairs, and they are specifically designed for eligible veterans, active duty service members, and certain military families. The benefits are incredible. Many VA loans offer zero down payment, competitive interest rates, and reduced mortgage insurance costs. Yes, some qualified borrowers can literally buy homes with no down payment. That's something most Americans don't even realize exists. Another major advantage is easier qualification compared to some traditional mortgage programs. VA loans were created to help military families achieve homeownership more easily after service. And because the government backs part of the loan, lenders often feel more comfortable approving borrowers. Honestly, if someone qualifies for a VA loan, it's usually one of the best mortgage options available. Yet millions of Americans still don't fully understand how powerful this benefit actually is. This next program shocks people all the time: USDA Rural Development Loans. Most people hear USDA and immediately think agriculture or farming. But this loan program is actually one of the most underrated home buying programs in America. Why? Because eligible borrowers may qualify for zero down payment home loans. Yes, zero down. The USDA loan program is designed to encourage home ownership in eligible rural and suburban areas. And here's the surprising part. Many areas people think are suburban actually qualify. So even if someone doesn't live deep in the countryside, they may still qualify. Another huge advantage is lower mortgage costs compared to many traditional loans. This makes USDA loans especially attractive for lower-income families, first-time buyers, and people struggling to save large down payments. However, income limits do apply. The program is meant to help moderate and lower-income households. Still, millions of Americans may qualify without realizing it. Now let's move away from housing and talk about business. One of the most powerful government-backed programs in America is the SBA loan program. SBA stands for Small Business Administration. These loans help entrepreneurs and small businesses access funding more easily. Starting a business is expensive, and many banks hesitate to lend money to newer businesses because of risk. That's where SBA-backed loans become important. The government partially guarantees these loans, making lenders more willing to approve applications. SBA loans can be used for starting businesses, expanding operations, equipment purchases, working capital, and commercial real estate. And compared to many private business loans, SBA loans often offer lower interest rates, longer repayment terms, and more manageable monthly payments. This is one reason why many successful small businesses in America started using SBA-backed financing. Yet surprisingly, many people still don't know how accessible these programs can be. Now let's talk about education. Federal student loans remain one of the largest government loan systems in the country. And while student debt is a huge issue in America, federal loans still offer major advantages compared to many private lenders. For example, flexible repayment plans, income-based repayment, temporary hardship options, and certain forgiveness programs. Private lenders usually don't offer the same flexibility. Another major advantage is accessibility. Many students with limited credit history can still qualify because federal student loans are designed to increase access to education. And in 2026, education costs remain extremely high. That's why understanding federal student loan options is more important than ever. But here's the important warning. Borrow responsibly. Student loans can become dangerous if borrowers take large amounts without a clear career plan. Education should ideally lead to higher income opportunities. Otherwise, debt can become overwhelming. This next category is something many Americans completely overlook: government-supported energy efficiency programs. These programs may help homeowners finance solar panels, energy-efficient upgrades, insulation, HVAC systems, and home improvements. Why would the government support this? Because energy-efficient homes reduce energy consumption and environmental impact. Some programs offer lower interest financing, rebates, tax incentives, or local assistance programs. And as electricity costs rise across the country, these programs are becoming increasingly important. Homeowners who improve efficiency may save money long-term through lower utility bills. Yet many Americans never research these opportunities. That's a huge mistake. Now let's discuss something extremely important: disaster relief loans. When natural disasters strike, many people suddenly face home damage, business losses, emergency repairs, and financial instability. That's where government disaster assistance programs may help. In some situations, low-interest disaster loans become available for homeowners, renters, and businesses. These programs can help people recover financially after hurricanes, floods, wildfires, and other emergencies. And with climate-related disasters increasing in recent years, these programs have become more important than ever. Yet many people only learn about them after disaster strikes. Knowing these programs in advance can make a massive difference during emergencies. Now, before you apply for any government-backed loan program, there's something very important you need to understand. Government-backed does not mean free money. Many people misunderstand this. These are still loans. That means repayments matter, interest matters, and financial responsibility matters. Always read loan terms, repayment schedules, fees, qualification rules, and risks. And most importantly, avoid scams. Unfortunately, fake websites and scammers often target people searching for government assistance programs. Always verify information through official government sources or trusted lenders. So those were some of the top government loan programs most Americans still don't know about in 2026. And honestly, some of these programs could completely change someone's financial future. Whether it's buying a home, starting a business, improving credit, handling emergencies, or reducing financial stress, these programs exist for a reason. Now, I want to ask you something. Which program surprised you the most? Comment below and let me know. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Loan Wealth Academy, and turn on notifications, because I upload the latest videos about loans, credit scores, personal finance, money apps, and smart financial strategies in the USA. And if you want, my next video can be how to get approved for a loan with bad credit, or top credit score hacks banks don't tell you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.